The 1 Million Minutes campaign is about giving time to help lonely people at Christmas. So far, you have pledged over 22 million minutes, which is just sensational. There is still time to give more, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've heard some incredible stories showing how we can all make a big difference. But it's not just people who are doing that. There's a clucking chicken there. It's not me, honestly.
Oh, your stomach's gone again.
Yeah, exactly. I need my breakfast. No, in Gateshead, loneliness is being tackled in a really unusual way using chickens.
14 years ago, I lost my husband, and then after I had a major operation, when I came round in intensive care, there was nobody there, no husband there to hold me hand and say, "You'll be all right, pal."
You can lose all kinds of people in your life, but when I lost Bill, heartache is real.
The hens, it's always a talking point. It creates a stimulus.
Hens have got to be fed, they've got to be watered, and out comes all these people. One would come out, and then the next one would come out.
Well, it just makes you feel as though you're needed, and I enjoy it so much. I love handling the hens.
Staff loved it, residents were obviously benefiting, relatives loved the project.
They're just like people, really. I reckon I laugh like one of them.
Now I've got a second life, and I'm enjoying it to the full.
Without them, I don't know where I would have been. Seriously, I don't know.
They are gorgeous and soft, aren't they? Look, we're joined now by two pensioners who have benefited from the scheme, Pam Snowball and Pat Kane, alongside Joss Ferris de Melville, who is HenPower Programme Manager. We've also got a few feathered friends.
Hello.
And you're getting to chat.
Who's this, Joss?
This one's Clara.
Clara.
Clara. And who have we got here, Pam?
Matilda.
That's Matilda.
Matilda.
And we're missing... Where's Henrietta?
She's took a walk
Now, come on,
about.
bring in Henrietta.
Henrietta's gone for a run. It's like chicken running here this morning.
Here you go, Henrietta.
Come on, Henrietta, have your moment. So, look, I was going to ask you, Pam and Pat, why chickens? Why do they make you feel so good? Because we've heard about dogs and cats being great for loneliness, but what's so great about chickens? Although now I'm holding one, I think I sort of get it already. Very comforting.
Well, let's face it, they're like humans.
Are they?
All got their own personalities to start with.
Right.
And
She's agreeing.
This one's a bit like me, keeps clucking.
they bring comfort
Right.
to people that are lonely because they're so warm and soft.
Yeah.
And it's a nice feeling when you've gone to, say, a school.
Yeah.
Because we go to schools with the children, and children shy away. They don't want to know because they've never seen a hen before.
Yeah. And they can be a bit flappy and a bit sort of, you know...
They can, so you've got to make sure that you keep their wings down so they don't want to fly off. And by the time we've left the school, well, there was one school in particular, by the time we left the school, the children were sitting in a ring round on the floor, and we had 3 hens, and they were playing pass the parcel with the hens.
And they were just loving it.
And they were ideal, they thought it was wonderful.
Pat, when someone first said to you, we're thinking of bringing some hens to where you live, what did you think about that as an idea?
Well, I thought it was very strange, plus the fact my husband had not long passed away, and they said, why don't you come up and see the hens? And what it did for me, it introduced me to the community, because I'd been caring for my husband, so I was concentrating on my husband.
So you didn't know many of the people where you were living?
I didn't know anybody. And they introduced themselves to me and said, how long have you been here? I said, 3 years. And they said, have you?
Where have you been?
Oh, that's how it was. That can happen to old people. Yeah. You can be concentrating on one place and you don't realise there's a community. And the hens gathered us all in a community. It was we were like this with them, but we also we have art classes and sewing classes.
With the hens?
No. Well, the hens are included because we use them as models
so
for
you're
doing
trying to paint them
things.
as well?
Oh, we've painted them and we've made tiles with a mosaic.
So you're loving it?
Oh yes, it keeps us busy.
It sounds like it's been an incredible success because it's not just with the girls here that you do this, is it?
So we have a 50+ project across the UK now, 20 projects in Australia. We're kind of truly international.
Hey.
Really, yeah, it was a small idea. It started with an older man who had dementia, who kept repeating female names over and over again. And we realised that at certain times of the day he was making a run for the door. And the reason he was making a run for the door was because he was going to feed his chickens or to collect the eggs.
Yeah.
And the names he kept repeating were the names of the hens he'd kept when he was younger. So we started humbly with one small project at Shaden House in Berkeley and Gateshead, and now literally roll across the country.
The world.
And Joss, how do you get them to be so calm? If anyone's seen Rocky, catching a chicken isn't easy. Oh, hang on, I've spoken too soon.
So literally, they're just handled all the time, you know, as
So
the
they're very
ladies have
used to
said. We go into schools, care homes, universities to teach about creative approaches to end-of-life care, and they're used to being handled a lot of the time.
This one's looking at me with that eye.
It
I'm not
does
sure.
you.
It's just like you. It won't shut up either.
Well, stroke her. Then she'll be all right. No.
She's still not responding. There you go.
See,
Calm
made
down.
me do it as well.
You've got to feel them to understand.
A little bit worried. This
Be
one's had a little
careful, yes.
accident. But
It's been,
Yes.
I know.
been lovely to
We'll be all right.
meet you all.
It's actually Susanna's dress, so she'll never know. I'll get it dry cleaned by the time she's back after Christmas.
If you want to help someone this Christmas, then you can, of course, go to our website, itv.com/GMB. You can pledge 30 minutes of your time. Joss, Pat and Pam, thank you so much for coming in. We know we've tried to get you in over the last few weeks. I'm absolutely delighted we got you in today. though.
Brilliant.
It's really
And I
lovely.
hope you
Well,
spread
well,
because
it's
it's
been a
having a
pleasure.
wonderful effect.
Are you going to give in and hold one?
Not right now.
No.
No, not right now.
He's
maybe,
chicken.
maybe. I am definitely chicken. Have you seen it? Look at it.
Oh.
It's trying to lay an egg on you, Kate.
Oh, well, that would be a first.
There we go. Okay.
Andy,
Okay.
save me. They're trying to force me to hold some
It's
fluffy
like a blow
chickens.
dry thrown in. Brilliant.
Get out.
Andy.